Hi everyone, it's Kamal here with another video. In this video, I wanted to do things a little bit differently and not talk so much just about real estate. It is the beginning of the new year, and I know a lot of us are thinking about improving ourselves, New Year's resolutions and what have you. So I wanted to focus this video, if you will indulge me, a little bit on that instead of real estate. Now, having said that, I am in real estate. So let me just get the real estate part out of the way. All right. So for 2018, the average home price in Mississauga was up 6.7%. All right. January 2018, we started at $631,372, and we ended at December 2018 at $673,950. So up about 6.7%. Now, as I mentioned to you, this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about New Year's resolutions, because this time of the year, that's what's on everybody's mind, right? We've probably eaten too much, we drank too much, we're looking for ways to improve ourselves, improve our lives and all that. Now, ultimately, when it comes to New Year's resolutions and being successful at it, it is about change. It is about changing our habits, our lifestyles. Now, unfortunately, the bad part about it is habits is one of the hardest things that we can change. And because of that, most New Year's resolutions fail. Now, if we understood the power of habit over us, if we understand how habits form and the impact on us, and if we also understand some of the strategies that are available to us to change our habits, and if you also understand that some habits are good for us, some habits are not so good for us, and if you also understand that if we follow the good habits, then we've got a really good shot at improving ourselves, improving our lives. So what I want to do with this video is talk to you about a couple of books that I've read over the years. Now, absolutely by no means am I an expert in this. I'm just giving you my 2 cents, and hopefully it'll be helpful to somebody out there, right? So I just want to introduce you to a couple of books that I've read over the years that I've found to be very beneficial to me. All right. So the first book I'm going to talk to you about is a book by Charles Duhigg. I've had this book, I'm going to say maybe 15 years now, maybe less. And the book is called The Power of Habit. It's this yellow book here, right? The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And what he talks about in this book is he talks about how habits form, how it becomes ingrained in us, and why it's so difficult for us to change. And it also talks about some of the strategies that is available to us to change our habits so that we can improve ourselves. Now, I will tell you, this book is not an easy read. It's quite dry reading, but if you get through it, I think you'll be glad that you did. Okay, there's a lot of statistical, a lot of scientific facts in there, a lot of empirical evidence to back his thesis up. But like I said again, if you do get through the book, I think you'll be happy that you spent the time and the effort to do it. Now, the second book I'm going to talk to you about is a book by Robin Sharma, and you may know him more from a book he wrote called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. This is not that book. This is called the 5 a.m. Club, and this is the book that I'm talking about. And again, it's been out for a few years now, and what this book talks about is it talks about some of the habits, some of the key ideas that some very successful, productive people out there today are using. So the first book I introduce you talks to you about habits, why they're so strong in our lives, why they're so powerful, some strategies for us to change some of our bad habits. And this book introduces us to some of the good habits or the productive habits that highly successful people today are using. So those are the 2 books that I want to talk to you about. The third book I wanted to talk to you about is, it's not really a book, it's actually an app, and it's called Blinkist.com. Like I said, it's an app. Like many of you today, I simply do not have the time to sit back and read a good book, but I still want to be exposed to the ideas and the concepts to help me improve my life, or if not, to at least understand my surrounding better, right? We simply do not have the time. So what Blinkist.com does, it takes all the key ideas and concepts from books like this, and they condense it into about a 15 to 20 minutes read, right? So you're still getting exposed to the concepts and ideas, but you're spending about 15-20 minutes. So none of the fluff, all of the material in there. Now, If you don't even have 15 to 20 minutes, they have an audio version of it, so you can actually listen in on the ideas. I'm in the car all the time driving to appointments, or if not, going for viewings, and I have the audio going, so I'm still exposed to it. So Blinkist.com is about 80 bucks American per year, so it's not that expensive. When you consider a book like that costs about 30 to 40 bucks each, 80 bucks a year. They have a database of about 3,000 books right now, different genres. You can subscribe, you can get exposed to it. So I'm hoping you found this information useful. And as always, if you or someone you know is thinking about buying or selling real estate, please give me a call and I'll be more than happy to help you out. And with that, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this video. Take care.